Ford is in another cell. Yeah, but where precisely? Where? He's back at Randall and Associates. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? He's... Oh, for...
Yippee-yay, there'll be no wedding bells for today.
And we're back. And as you can see, I found Ford. Now, night is beginning to fall, and I thought to myself, perhaps I would have a night's sleep. But I decided against it. The current bounty that I have is for someone called Bill Blasius. And I think I need to pick a fight with him. Without falling to my death first. I need to pick a fight with him, and I'm probably going to do that in a bar or saloon, and perhaps evening is the correct time to do that. Oh, I was going to break down some ammunition and make some more rounds for my rifle. I don't think it's a big problem at the moment. I mean, I've got enough rounds for a couple of fights. And I think in the upcoming fight, I'm probably going to be using more close range weapons. Now, I'm assuming this place is not going to be filled with hostiles. Oh, look at this! We've got the perfect venue for a gunfight. I really do need to make sure I take an awful lot of chems before this. Enhancements. Frost Hill Hotel. I don't actually know where I'm supposed to be meeting this person. Over there somewhere. We've got a hotel. We've got Tim's Repair. I've actually got a lot of stuff to sell. I have got a lot of stuff to sell. Oh my god, this looks like the shop in Freeside. Pam! And children. Hello, Pam.
What do you need?
Ooh. Creepy eyes. Apparently I don't need to talk to you. Is there a hidden stash behind there? Where are you going? Oh god. Tim!
What can I do for you?
Right, I'd like to see your way. What's your story?
My story? Well, I came to Frost Hill looking to spread the gospel and save the souls of all these villainous bums. You should see your face, stranger. I can't tell if you want to run or reach for a weapon.
Probably
Relax.
both of me.
I'm not having a fit or anything. You'll have to forgive me, seeing as to how I don't have many newcomers up and ask me about my background. Just seems a little bit odd.
I'm
if
nosy.
You must know, I came here after a minor legal dispute. Settled down and opened up this fine establishment. Not much else to say. What about you? What's your story?
Took a bullet to the head, managed to survive, gained a new lease on life. I survived anything that's been thrown at me. I'm beholden to no one, no story, really just a courier. I defied death and now I live to sow misery and anguish at every opportunity. It's very rewarding. No, I do not sow misery. I think I actually spread happiness around the wasteland. There are a few people who are probably unhappy to see me, but these are people we don't like or care about.
I would hope so. You're lucky that you didn't come out of it half retarded. Look,
oh, I'm waiting for the comments on
repairs, stop by anytime. Good luck to you.
Yeah, they're going to be half retarded. That would be an improvement. Oi, don't go away. No.
What can I do for you?
Any chance you can tell me why you came to Frost Hill now? I'm just going to keep asking till you tell me.
10 years ago, I was working as a smith and doing general repairs near Sacktown. Most of my family had been around there for ages. Most of my kin were farmers and the like, minded our own business. I was very close with my big sister, Kate, who was studying with the followers. She was hoping to become a doctor, so she helped out in their clinic. One night, a drunk rager came in for stitches after he had busted his head. Kate tended to this ranger, a guy named Daniels, who had in his head that he would pick up Kate then and there. She would have nothing of it. Everybody said he got loud, belligerent, threatened to kill her if she didn't agree to date him. Followers threw him out. When Kate left the clinic, she never came home. They found her corpse in a ditch the next morning. There was an investigation and a trial. Daniels denied everything, pulled rank, and stories of his heroism out of his ass during his testimony. Cocksucker walked, got off scot-free. On the way out, he smiled and winked at my family. He laughed as he walked by me. I was younger and more angry back then. The night after he was freed, I tracked him down to his cabin, then waited till he was in his bed. He might have been a badass ranger, but once I got my hands on him, it was over. He wheezed like a dying bird. I squeezed his neck so hard that I felt his spine crack. There were no witnesses. But the law's a bit more efficient when a ranger's on the slab and not a farmer's daughter. They put out a warrant on me, so I ran. And there was a bounty. Frost Hill was my only option then. They always told us to trust in the NCR's justice, but it failed Kate. What else could I do? Was I just supposed to be a fucking sheep? What are you supposed to do? What would you have done?
Same thing, but with more bullets. I probably would have done the same. System isn't perfect. I'd have tortured him until his last breath. That would have taken way too much patience. In a manner of speaking, I already did it. What? Oh, I got vengeance. This is true.
Then you understand. You can't put a man in some box and call it civilization. That's slavery. Plain and simple. I won't live like that.
Totally understand. Would you stop ending the conversation? I'm agreeing with you on everything as well. Do you plan on leaving at any point? Apparently I'm really determined to pump you for a lot of information before I sell you some stuff. I do want to sell you some stuff, so if you could stop ending the conversation. Are you leaving the Frost Hill at any point? Why do I care so much? Well,
where else could we go? Legion territory? East? My choices are tyranny or chaos. No, I'll stick right here. You know what makes me happy? Seeing my children go to school and able to play outside, free from fear. I'll pay any price for that.
Well, you'll pay any price except giving up your freedom. I mean, you could get that and submit to NCR rule. See, you wouldn't pay any price. There are some prices you won't pay. You shouldn't say things like that. It's kind of annoying. Right, but this is the thing, though. This is why I'm not taking jobs from the NCR guy, because he wants people like this to be killed as well. And frankly, not only do I not think he's done anything wrong, kind of think he did the world a favour killing that guy. Assuming he was right, but the fact that he winked and smiled, kind of, I'd have killed him. What do you know about Marco? Okay, this is why I'm getting to know him. I'm getting the lay of the land.
I've only seen him a handful of times, but I know he's dangerous. It's how he carries himself. It's obvious. It's like his eyes are always on edge. But all that aside, it's been nothing but amicable in town. Truth is, people are glad to have him around. He keeps out the really bad guys. 80s were looking like they could be a threat before he showed up. Whatever he did before, nobody around here seems to care much, myself included.
Yeah, no, I can understand that, but he keeps the really bad guys away because he's the worst guy. It's kind of how it works. He's just keeping his own backyard clean. And honestly, I see why you would like that. I'm still going to kill him, sorry. But I hope it doesn't go to crap for you as well. What can you tell me about Frost Hill?
It's a bunch of has-been lawbreakers, renegades, and rejects. But it's a community nonetheless. There's an unusual degree of philanthropy, in fact. Outsiders just assume that this is some kind of lawless shithole brimming with vice and intrigue. But it's surprisingly quiet most of the time.
I didn't assume that. The place looks cleaner, nicer, and more civilized than Freeside. Have you been to Freeside? You want to talk about holes? Heard any interesting news?
Brimley over at the hotel has a rat infestation. So I've heard. I'd clean the place up if he wasn't being such a tightwad about the fee.
Alright, doesn't want to pay, right. Okay, so...
You got it.
You have whiskey, good to know. I might run out. In fact, you know what? I'm going to take that just in case. You never can be too sure that you've got enough whiskey on hand. No, you can't. Okay, so I'm about 8,500 shy of the 400k mark. Which is good to know. He didn't have that much money, so I could only sell him one item. I've got lots more to sell. Okay, this looks pretty abandoned. That's a surprise, though. You would think people would do something with this place. I mean, yes, it would require rebuilding the roof a tiny bit and some of those walls, but honestly, that could be done. What have we got here? We've got front... Oh!
Hold it, baby Bonanza. It's me, Cunty McLean.
Who? Who?
Cunty McLean, your arch nemesis and worst nightmare.
I'm sorry, I'm terrible with names. Apparently you're worse. Why are you fondling yourself? Is he I'm assuming you're fondling yourself. Why are you fondling yourself?
What else am I supposed to do when I'm talking? Not fondle myself?
Okay. There has to be a pair. So why do you call yourself that?
It was the name my mother gave to me. She loved me very, very much.
I don't think she did.
My father came from a long line of McLeans.
Pretty sure he didn't love you either.
That's about it.
And sorry, I'm terrible at names. What do you call yourself again? That's a bit of an insult, isn't it?
Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
Cunty McLean.
Okay. I feel awkward admitting this, but your name slipped my mind. What was it?
I'm Cunty McLean. I've said it 3 times already. Jesus. Any more questions?
Okay, could you at least tell me why you want to kill me?
Really? You don't remember? My cousin, Donald, came out to the wasteland to make a name for himself.
Donald?
He
McLean?
got caught up in some fiend group and ended up getting recruited. You murdered him. You murdered him and you don't even remember.
Probably. I've killed a lot of fiends. How could I have known your cousin wasn't bad? But wait a minute, he joined the fiend. What? How could I have known your cousin wasn't bad?
He had the smile of a child.
Did he cut it off the child's
and the mouth of
face?
a smaller child. It would have been obvious if you hadn't blown his fucking head off.
There has to be a peaceful resolution, right? Ordinarily, I should have this overwhelming urge to shoot you. But oddly enough, I really don't want to be the man that killed someone called, well, what you're called. That will follow me around. There has to be a peaceful resolution.
I didn't walk tens of miles just to not kill you.
Tens of miles?
I must avenge Donald.
Is there any other way we can settle this? Like, I don't know, call each other names and see if I can come up with something worse than your parents came up with.
There is. You can stand there and not fight. And then I'll kill you.
Fine.
This one looks...
Whoa! Whoa! Stop giving me stim packs! Fine. Let's... Oh! He shot me once and made my head, arms and legs explode? What the hell? What the hell weapon is that?
Hold it,
Yeah,
Pete.
blah, blah, blah. Who are you? Don't care. Are you fondly... oh, God, I gotta go through all this again. Oh, jeez. Fine, let's get it over with. Where's he gone? Whoa! No, don't get... Oh, fuck. Okay, there he is. Right.
Jeez. Look at all that blood.
Yeah, trust me, you did not want to have that conversation. No, you did not. Is that stuff worth something? Probably. Thank you very much for the kind donation to the cause. He was bloody annoying, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure the owner of this establishment is not going to appreciate you doing that. All this ammo. Okay, hello, shop. Whoa. Where's the owner of this shop? Because A, he needs to lock his establishment up if he intends to wander off. Have I missed something? Have I missed a door? You don't think that was the owner of this establishment, do you? No, it can't have been it. Can't have been it. No. I think I'm supposed to go over there. We have a bank! The door to the first bank of Frost Hill. Okay. Hello, bank teller. You ever seen one of those rangers in black? Bank teller? Hello. I do hope shooting Mr. McLean in the face did not somehow... I mean, you know... Did I have to let him talk? Please tell me I didn't have to let him talk.
Evening.
Evening! Wait. Oh god, it was... I thought it was... I thought it was you saying evening. I was going to say. Okay, Susan.
What do you need?
Oh, thank... Ugh. It's just a... No, what? No, talk to me. Talk to me. Brimley?
Howdy.
You'll talk to me? Okay. Brilliant. I'd like a room. No, I wouldn't. How'd you end up in Frost Hill? What do you think about the bounty hunters? Is there anything I can do to help you out? How'd you end up in Frost Hill?
I won't dance around the truth like some of these folks. I was a raider back in my youth, and a nasty one at that. Now, I ain't exactly proud of that, but I ain't ashamed either. It was a sure way to survive, not to mention steady access to poontang. Notions of morality,
Do people really use that word?
even self-preservation, tend to pale in comparison to such matters when you're a young man. Enough years go by, and you start to slow down, though. Take a few bullets, and you're slower still. Unless you're chief, getting old and raiding don't mix. After I damn near got my nuts cut off over a bottle of whiskey, I called it quits. Been here for almost 30 years now. I remember when Pop Jameson ran this shop, sold some mean meat pies.
Jameson.
Town had been in place for at least a few
rings a
decades when I
bell.
came up here. Rumor was that cannibals started it, but I never saw anything like that.
Did you try the meat pies? Okay. What do people do for a living here?
Little bit of trading with caravans, but it's mostly bighorners. They do better up in this climate. Tend to have tastier meat for some reason. The weather can be tough on folks at first, seeing as to how it's a big shock. You get used to it, though. Hell, I've come to prefer it. It's too cold for death claws, and Any badass bugs like cazadores, I say fuck those things to whatever hell they came from.
I'm
My bones
with you
might
there.
ache a little more, and the mornings are uncomfortable, but at least I won't get stung to death by those fucking devil wasps.
You guys are making so much sense. This town sounds like the perfect place for me. It really does. Maybe I should run for mayor. What was it like being a raider? I bet you're glad you weren't a raider while I was operating.
When you're young and wild, it's a damn enjoyable lifestyle. Drink, fuck, party all the time. You might die going after a caravan, but fuck it. I ain't proud of everything I done, but it was all we knew. Most were orphans or rejects who had enough balls to fight for a meal. Today you got crazies like the fucking Hades, the Whitelegs, and the Claws, all bloodthirsty lunatics killing everyone they see. Ridiculous.
Okay, so how did Marco wind up in Frost Hill?
He came in from the east, which is more than a little unusual. Only had a few scouts with him, but I could tell he meant business. Marco didn't cause no fuss, though. Just got himself a shack near the old graveyard and minded his own business. He'd come into town and buy supplies every week, always paid up front, was polite to everyone. After a while, we just figured he had started over like the rest of us. We all heard stories of things he'd done, but who knows what's true. When word came about all that business down in the Mojave, with you killing Sergio and all, Marco changed. He was restless. More of his old buddies started showing up and camping in the hills. Only reason they didn't cause trouble is because they feared Marco. Not long after that, Randall rolled in with a passel of bounty hunters and some NCR suit funding them. Canyon has become a fucking war zone since.
You're going to be telling me that Marco's actually hung up his gun sort of thing and doesn't want to be a raider anymore, and the whole thing with Sergio, mind you, I suppose that sort of annoyed him and that's reactivated him. So it's all my fault again. Is this going to be one of those things like Virgil giving me the guilt trip? What do you think of NCR annexing Frost Hill? Probably not that keen on it.
Ain't gonna happen. No way in hell. Most of us still have bounties. And even if we get amnesty, NCR would still use it to void our property rights. NCR wants one thing. Silver. I heard they had money problems since somebody ruined their gold, so they're after the next best thing.
Someone ruined
To
their
the
gold.
NCR,
Was that me?
we're just an impediment, nothing more. They'll fuck us with a bear dick while they rob us blind. Won't even think twice about it.
Okay. This is not the moment to say, I'd like a room, please. What do you think about the bounty hunters? Me, specifically.
Most of them are ruthless bastards. Cutthroats out for a quick handful of caps. Not much better than raiders, really. They just act legitimate. How'd you get caught up in that business anyhow? You don't seem like a bad man. But then again, maybe I'm not a good judge of character anymore.
I got tired of seeing bad men walk free. I did it for the money. I was just bored. It seemed like an exciting... I can't remember how or why I started to just do it. I enjoy killing, plain and simple. Do I go for the honest? Started it for the money, I guess. I just kind of did it. This would probably be the honest answer, wouldn't it? Should I try and be a... No, I was just bored. Be honest with him. I'm going to be honest with him. He's not going to judge me.
That's honesty right there. And it ain't as crazy as you might think. Lots of folks get stir-crazy in the wastes, do unpredictable things. All I ask is that you remember that not all of us is bad, you hear?
What,
Everybody
anymore?
makes mistakes, and we all pay for it in the end. Sometimes that little voice in your noggin is worse than any hangman's noose, believe you me. You just remember that.
No. No. That little voice in your head is worse than a hangman's noose. Well, then that voice must be one horrendous voice. I don't have that sort of voice, to be honest. I'd like a room. Is there anything else I can help out with? Yes!
Hell yes! You could solve my rat problem. They done taken over the entire goddamn floor, and there's one monster rat that's running the show.
Oh, God.
He's a big, greasy fucker with gnarled teeth and evil eyes, like some hell-spawned vermin of the night. A few months back, I went up there to clean the rats out with a shovel. You know, bashing their brains out. It's kind of fun sometimes. Anyway, I'm smashing and bashing, and out of nowhere this mutant bastard comes charging. If I hadn't had that shovel, he'd have bit my leg off. He was big as a goddamn attack dog. I gave him a good whack on the noggin, and he just glared and flashed them shitty fangs. I took it upon myself to make a tactical retreat, sealed up that whole floor. I'm ashamed to say that the Rat King has licked me for the time being.
Rat King.
If you can slay that critter, I'll give you the whole upstairs for as long as you're here. I'll clean the place up, of course. What do you say?
Oh, a place to stay. Barter. A room sounds nice, but I need a little more incentive to chase down vermin. Yes!
I could have just hired Big Tim for this kind of dough. Just make sure it gets done.
Okay. Right, so he's actually paying me. See, I'm a 150 caps. Door. Oh, door. Bathroom. Gotta go upstairs, I guess. Here we go. So we got a rat key. Oh. I gotta tell you, I'm not a big fan of super powerful rats. It's just not. I'm gonna need some whiskey. Yes, I am. Going to need some whiskey. And I think before I have this fight with Bill, I should possibly really make sure I... What the hell? Oh, I'm thirsty and actually a little peckish as well. Let's not go in there hungry. I will have a big horn of steak and... I'm feeling like I want some coffee as well, but it probably doesn't mix well with... Actually, no, coffee and whiskey. I can do that. However, for now, let's just make sure I've got... Yes, right. I'm ready. You no longer have...
sneaky. I could fuck a gecko in
Don't!
the ass.
Oh, get it.
Time to fight.
Whoa. Out of the way. Dude, out of the way, out of the way. Whoa, Gopher, Okay. Right. We gotta kill the big one very quickly. In fact, you know what? It's just... Let's have a look. What would it... Rocket! Rushing water. That's... Oh, you know what I do need? Something that stops me from dying. Psycho? Damage 25%. Don't I have something that makes me harder to kill? Damage resistance 25. Med-X. Let's take some of that. Jet. Psycho. Rebound. Radaway. No, Radaway. Rocket. I think AP plus 30. Rocket. Rushing water. Steady. Probably not. It doesn't look like I've got that big a... And turbo. Oh, yeah. Let's do this. Boom. 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 Where's the big guy? There's the big guy. Ratango. Any others?
Cessation of hostilities.
Yes! Performance enhancing substances. He's empty. He's empty. Oh, God. Giant rat meat. You really better had clean this place up because I'm not interested in staying here in its current state. Actually, you could do something with this place. You could definitely do something with this place. Right. There you go. turbo. Definitely the way to go. Definitely the way to go. All right, Brimley.
Howdy.
Am I still on turbo? Is the conversation? I took care of the rat.
That is great news. You just stay put. I'll have that place cleaned up in no time.
Okay. By ridding the Frost Hill Hotel of its vermin, you now have access to your own quarters, complete with safe storage and crafting apparatus. Oh, I've got to wait. I'm waiting. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. This is... Oh, good grief. I have a bathroom with magazines. So this place is pretty... This guy cleaned it up pretty damned quickly, didn't he? All right. Jack's footlocker reloading bench. I have my own bed. Nice. I don't have to sleep with you peasants anymore. I mean, sleep in the same building, obviously. Not that because I... Just forget it. I'm going to take those. All right. Nice. That was kind of useful. And I got 150 caps out of it. I probably used about 1,500 caps worth of drugs to get the job done. And night has fallen. The barber shop. Okay.
Cuddy, after the shift, you want to go get a drink?
No, I think I'm just gonna have a Nuka-Cola here. That's all I need.
Now, goddammit, don't let me go in there by myself. You know, all kind of fucking weirdos. You ever tried to have an extended conversation with Al?
Oh, that sounds like a case of not my fucking problem right there. Spent all day calling me a dick licker. Why would I want to drink with you?
Oh, Mr. Big Bad Mutant. Can't take a little ribbing. First round's on me, you big pussy. Oh, and Lori's working tonight.
Lori? Well, okay. But you better not call me a dick licker again, fuckface.
Okay. You guys are the local hairdressers, right? Cunty.
Hello.
Hello. I need a haircut. No, I don't. What brought you to Frost Hill?
Well, I robbed caravans and ate babies, and then sacrificed virgins in the name of the master. I'm just fucking with you. I came here with cocker to cut hair, and I'm not just to it. Worked with the master that, didn't work out. Kind of a fucking disaster. And worked as a bodyguard. Got kind of tired of getting beat up and shot, so Cocker agreed to train me if I'd protect his shop in Reno from the wise guys. They were a real persistent bunch. I killed a few, made one guy's head into like this grape jelly substance. Kind of impressive, actually. But they don't really give up. They're like fucking swarm of bees or something. So, yeah, we decided to come here because it's more laid back. I really like the snow, though. I mean, it's fucking cool. You don't get to see that shit much anywhere else. I like fucking snowmen. I really like making them and taking the carrots and little beads and shit. And I enjoy it. And the kids around here are nice. I don't have to break people's heads open. It's a really cool place.
Okay. Well, have fun with the snowmen, then. I'm going now.
Bye.
I'm scared to ask.
What you need there?
What brought you to Frost Hill?
I was a young barber when the bombs dropped. Just kind of picked it back up once I got, like this. It's a real shitstorm for a while, but managed to make my way to New Reno. Got hair for the wise guys till they started getting fresh. Hired Cuddy here as an apprentice / bodyguard. Weird combination, I know. He helped me stave off the wise guys for a while. Finally, they shot up the place, burned it down, and I figured, well, that's fucking enough. I kinda like the cool weather, so does Cuddy. And since we were basically walking dead men in Reno, we figured this would be safe. We don't have any intricate outlaw stories. We're just kind of lazy slobs who like to cut hair. Good enough? Okay.
Yeah, no, okay. I'll catch you guys later. I don't need a haircut, but, yeah, well done. Keep up the good work. Where the hell am I going? I'm going over there. Eventually. Town Hall. They were, interesting.
Yeah, please go away.
Gladly. Dana Jeffers?
What do you need?
Apparently a personality transplant. Brian Jeffers.
Hello, welcome to Frost Hill. I am Brian Jeffers, mayor of this fine town, now serving in my 3rd term. It's a really exciting time to be here. Whatever or whoever brought you here, just know that you're welcome to trade, so long as you follow a few rules. Violence that falls outside the scope of equitable self-defense will result in immediate banishment from the canyon, with no exceptions. With that out of the way, would you mind if I inquire into your business in Frost Hill? Perhaps I can be of assistance.
I've come to kill somebody. I'm a bounty hunter with Randall's and Associates. I'm here for business. I'm just passing through. I came here to kill Marco. Maybe that's not the best choice. I'm here for business. I'm a entrepreneur looking to expand my repertoire of casinos.
Ah, person of commerce. We welcome you with open arms. You'll find accommodations and dining at the hotel just down the street.
Already sorted.
If you're seeking recreation of a more physical nature, I kindly direct you to our saloon at the end of the street. Please, just let me know if I can help in any way, or if you have questions. No question is too trifling. Take care now.
Okay. We'll come back another time then. Right, so they've got a mayor already. Frost Hall. They've got a clinic. You look a little... Dr. Musgrove, you look a tiny bit like Arcade.
Yes.
Actually? What brought you... Wait. What brought you to Frost Hill?
I was trained by the followers, then opened up a practice in my hometown, Bishop. It was a good life. Until my wife died suddenly. Brain aneurysm. I picked up a drinking habit not long after. It started to affect my work. One night I botched a delivery. The mother and baby died. I was nearly lynched. Surely would have been hanged or shot if I'd gone to trial. I managed to slip out of town before the sheriff could find me. So, that's what brought me here. I like to be upfront about my past with any patients. Sorry if that was awkward. I quit drinking years ago, so you don't have to worry about me sawing off the wrong limb or anything.
Yeah, I'll just see what you've got for sale.
Here's what I have.
Yeah, it did. That was a way more information than I was expecting, to be honest. I was expecting a story, but not that, no. I might stop asking the locals what the hell they're doing here, because I'm not totally sure I actually want to hear the answers anymore. Well, apart from the haircut people, they were fun. You weren't. Right, what have I got here? We've got the general store. Chemedex ran out.
Hey.
Clint Studenmeyer. Where's your... Can I... Oh, God. Studenmeyer?
How can I help you?
What brought you to Frost Hill?
Fucking bear chased me here. Same as damn near everyone else. Would you believe I was in their army? I was a fucking patriot,
the
no
NCR.
less.
I just had
Back
this image
home?
of a bear chasing you, literally.
Funny. I still call it home now. Everybody waves the flag and roots for the troops, but they don't know the truth of it. Seen enough war to know that nations are just an extension of a man's worst impulses. Control, greed, hate. That's what fuels the machine. Did things I regret. Told myself I was doing it for my country. Made me go to sleep easier, but it didn't stop the nightmares. Only time does that.
Okay, I'm meeting a lot of people haunted by their past. It really is getting slightly annoying. What do you... I've probably met some people who weren't haunted by their past. Chances are I shot those people. That should probably tell me something important. What did you do in the service?
Years ago, I was a radio man in the Bears Army. Took part in dozens of operations in multiple theaters. It was a bloody business. Probably would have stayed in for 20 if things hadn't gotten all fucked up. We got a new captain during one campaign. An absolute fuckwit. During one sweep, the psycho fuck of a CO ordered my unit to wipe out tribal kitties. I was the one who would relay the order, so I refused. In principle, you have the right to refuse an unlawful order. But in practice, saying no to an officer is a ticket to the clink, or a firing squad. CO pulled a pistol, told me to issue the order, or he'd shoot. I voiced the order on a dead mic. Soon as he lowered the pistol, I went for him. Fighting is hairy enough when there ain't no loaded pistol involved. But let me tell you, that was an ordeal. He was big. Damn near had me. Was until that pistol went off in his chest that I was clear of him. He had just about choked the life out of me. There I was, a lowly corporal standing over a dead captain. I wasn't going to let some bunch of officers on a jury decide my fate. There were bounty hunters, assassins, and the like when I ran, but I got clear of them. Eventually. Been here 15 damn years.
Do you know what would be a bad idea then, if you're on the run for this? Meeting a complete stranger who probably is a bounty hunter and giving them your entire life story as a confession? Why doesn't anybody here go, yeah, nope, just came here to get the fresh air? Lie! Do you have any family left so that I can go find them and use them against you? I mean, why would he tell me this?
Had a wife and 2 daughters up here, but she up and left. Said she was tired of the cold, was heading back to California. She writes sometimes. Old Vermillion was head over heels for that gal of his, Tammy. I never had nothing like that. Ours was more like a business arrangement. Life is short, and kids is as close as you can get to immortality. Figured, since we like to fuck, that we'd go on to the next stage of things. Ain't romantic, but hellfire. Who's got time for that sort of nonsense? Next week we could be Yao Guai shit. Or worse. So, no use ruminating on it.
Alright, what do you have for sale?
A little bit of everything. Here's what I have.
Okay, right. I think that's... Your shop layout is a bit annoying. Just thought I'd tell you that.
What's your problem?
Your shop layout. I've just told you what my problem is. Okay. We got a church up there and we got a building there. That's where I'm supposed to be going. I'm just going to check the church. It looks abandoned. Okay, so they're not much for the praying then. And no one stored anything convenient in the pulpit, you know, like spare ammo and the like. Right, so I'm thinking shotgun. I really am thinking shotgun. What the hell? What is this place? This is the Frost Hill Saloon. Now, we're not going to go in guns blazing, and I probably don't want to be hopped up on chems too early, but, you know, we can go in smelling a bit of whiskey and fit right in, yes? See? Perfect excuse for drinking some whiskey. Where's my whiskey? Alcohol. There we go. So, we have got Cal Vermillion, Vaquero. Oh, that's one of the gang of desperados that's Al Suera. Squirrely Bill Blasius, that's the man I've come to insult. Vaquero. Ah, you're Laurie. You're the person I could use to annoy him. And the barman. Stand still, stand still. Oh, God.
Hey there.
Vasquez.
Bienvenido to the first bank of Frosty. How may I assist you today?
This is not a bank. This is not a bank, it's a bar. Are you the bank manager? Are you... Okay. How did you end up in Frosthill?
Once I was a robber of banks. It was very, very good. It was an enjoyable life full of irony and pity. Yeah, until I angered the NCR, of course. Stealing bullion from one of their reserve banks hit a nerve in the great. Oh, so. They sent rangers to kill me, but I was too quick. I have made a good life here since. A cold life, but a good one nonetheless. I believe such cold is a small taste of death, so it makes me uneasy.
Okay, give me a second, give me a second. Sorry about that.
Hola, amigo. What can I do for you?
Please continue. So you were a bank robber who opened a bank. So apparently I probably should have met you in the bank.
Yes, so many jokes about it. I just like the touch of money, even the smell. It is like life in the palm of your hands. No?
No, it's like...
Think about it.
Metal
you
ball
have
caps.
food, entertainment, travel, even sex when you hold currency. Doesn't matter if it's caps, paper, or that funny Legion gold. You have money, you can do anything. You can be anybody. I sleep better knowing that I have such power.
Okay. Do you have any family or friends in town?
Sadly, I have no family left. I turned ghoul not long after the war, so I cannot make little Vasquezes. Not that it'll stop me from trying, you know.
Okay, now that was an image I didn't need. So thanks for that.
Such a different world than what came before. Families are so rare, so fragile. It is a blessing to see the little ones here in town.
Okay.
What about you? Do you have a family, traveler?
Sort of, yes, but I haven't seen them in a long time. No. My family are, yeah, that's a subject for some debate. My family are the people I travel with.
You have sown your seed in many
is that what that
fields,
meant? No, that's not what I meant. No.
What's a great aficionado of women. I applaud your vigor and
No, that's not what I
dedication.
meant. That is definitely not what I meant. Okay, what can you tell me about Frosthill?
It is a fine town with magnificent people. Every one of them. There are some undesirables on the outskirts, but they keep to themselves. We have a wonderful saloon, though its host is terribly profane. I find his abuse of your language uninspired and not at all artful.
Okay, so he's got a foul mouth. Is there anything interesting going on?
I recently met a merchant who had passed to a place called Goliad. He told me that the ranchers and farmers are about to have a range war.
Okay, I will be leaving then. Okay, so, who else was there? There was Al Swearer.
Welcome to fucking Frosthill. How about a shot of whiskey to get that fucking chill out of you?
Okay.
First one is on the house.
Yes,
Lori
please.
can also offer you snatch at a reasonable rate. If
So you're
you'll
the bar
suffer
owner?
my fucking curiosity, what brings you to our little hamlet?
I'm helping a friend. This is true. No offense, but I keep it. Great, another mouthy barkeep. No, he's giving me free whiskey. I'm helping a friend.
That's fucking commendable.
I thought so
Most
too.
cocksuckers around here can't be asked to lift a finger for fuck all. Enjoy a complimentary libation.
Another one? Oh, God, I love this guy.
I was drawn in by the placid peaks, serene snows, and colossal canyons. Certainly you're not so credulous as to accept that fucking nicety.
I thought you were
No,
talking
I
about
care
a woman
little
for a
for the
second.
gelid gusts that shrink my scrotum, nor for the blinding blizzards that bar my morning ambulation, which I hold dear. I was a fucking tremendous practitioner of law, renowned as a goddamn doyen in my field, beholden to no cocksucker in existence. I should have been content with my station, sated with wealth and respectability, but I crave power, that awful demonic whore. Politics. It is a poison that dashes morality, reason, and even common sense. Furthermore, the fickle masses are vengeful, flagitious beasts. I was sacrificed on the altar of an ochlocratic orgy, thrown to the mob after a misstep, a mere stumble on the steps to higher order. Animals masquerading as men pursued me, sought to mutilate my person, and dissect me like fucking wild game. I would have none of it. Now, I am a vendor of spirits, a purveyor of bottled mirth, and giver of counsel. This is my station, and I am content with it. I fucking swear it.
Yes, you do. Have you heard anything interesting?
A chem-addled prospector proclaimed that the Legion is planning some kind of attack near Bullhead.
Oh, God.
Firebase Zama or some such. Absurd fucking name.
Just a little. Okay, I'd like to buy a... How...
Best fucking booze in the territory, right here.
Probably the only booze. However, you also have chems. Cat eye. I need cat eye. Do you have Radaway? Do you have... You've got whiskey. Believe it or not, I've probably got enough. But I'm going to buy more anyway. Turbo. I'm going to buy some turbo from you because I have a feeling I don't have enough. That's cost me a little. And then I'm going to give you, in return, you can have... what is a Colt Pocket 1849? Tell you what, I'm pretty sure I don't have one. Now I do. And all of that, I could buy, I don't really need any of this. You know what though? I can leave it in my apartment. I now have an apartment. What? I don't really need that. You know what? You can keep the rest. I'm just giving him combat armor that I got from that idiot outside in exchange for all this. So I got some money and... Okay, sorry, I missed what he was saying. You are a vaquero. Wasn't there someone else in here? There was someone else stood there. No? All right, right. So, do I annoy him via his mustache? Or, it's not that good a mustache anyway. Or, no. This is just going to get into too much trouble, drag too many other people into this. I'm going to take some whiskey, and I'm going to take some, what else? Rushing water. And steady. Yes, indeed. And Medex in preparation for this. And hello.
What are you doing around here, fancy pants? Oh, you come to admire my mustache, huh? Ah, that's right. Just take it all in.
Okay.
Good. That's what all the ladies say when I give 'em a taste of this love rug above my lips.
Oh, God.
Drives them crazy.
Okay, just seriously?
You know, I reckon you want to touch it, don't you?
No!
Well, that's just too goddamn bad. Only Lori gets to be caressed by the love rug, stranger.
Ah, that was horrible. Attempt to fondle Bill's mustache. Oh, dear. Stare at the mustache. There's a bounty on your head, Bill, and I aim to claim it. I believe you're a coward, Bill. Stare at the mustache. I don't really want to fondle it. I don't want to fondle it. I do not want to fondle his mustache. I don't want to... I believe you're a coward, Bill.
Oh, well, ain't you original? No, partner. Listen here. I've got the biggest pair of balls in 6 states. Seriously, they're as big as goddamn deathclaw eggs, with streaky hair like this here mustache. You want to see 'em?
No!
Yeah, I bet you do, you fucking pervert. That's why I like it up in this here mountain. Down there in them desert valleys, my nuts get to sweating like 2 pigs in an oven.
I don't want to talk about your mustache. I don't want to talk about your nuts.
I'll let you touch these big, beautiful balls while I caress my mustache. Yeah.
Oh, right. So, here's the thing. He strokes his mustache and sports a mocking grin. There's a bounty, I aim to claim it. Attempt to fondle... I don't want to fondle his mustache. So go fondle his woman. Thing is I kind of don't really want to go anywhere he's been. This guy's creepy. This guy's seriously creepy. So I got a choice. Fondle his mustache or fondle someone that fondles his mustache. That's kind of the horrible choice. Okay, let's go for the mustache. No, can't do it. Can't fondle the mustache. No, come here, you.
What is it, honey?
Don't make me feel guilty about this, but how much for a romp in the hay?
Sorry.
Oh,
I'm closed for
God.
business. Bill don't like to share me when he's in town.
Lady killer, Bill can't do the things to you that I can. I got a bad desire. I'll make it worth your while. All I ask is you scream my name loudly. Pay 1,000 caps. No speech. I want to kiss you all over and over again. No, lady killer. I got a bad desire.
Damn,
I really do.
believe it's warm in here. Let's step into my room and cool off.
Okay.
You were back there.
Oh!
Doing things to my lorry. I heard it all, you slimy fuck. And
I was
I'm going
very,
to
very
bury
quick.
you. Then that bitch is gonna get it.
Apparently I was
Sneaking
very...
gun.
I can't
now.
see anything! Whoa! Whoa! Who else? Them?
Bad guys dealt with.
Okay. Well, we got the job done.
Whoa!
Very, very quickly, apparently.
Yippee-yay, there'll be no wedding bells for today. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle.
Jingle, jangle.
As I go riding merrily.